We're the visionaries, man. What it do with y'all? Welcome back to another video out in this bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Today has been a very great day on some shit, man. Real talk, you know. I had a great day today on some shit. You know, I got to work at my dream job. You know, surrounded by a whole lot of women and shit like that. You know, I love my job. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, so I want to talk to y'all about something. I know it's pitch black, so y'all really can't see me unless I turn the brightness up. There. But I'm gonna talk to y'all about something today, man. Today's video title I'm gonna talk to y'all about is rejection, or I'm gonna talk to y'all about the effects of rejection. You know what I'm saying? So basically, me personally, man, I make multiple videos about auto rejection. I know what happens when a person get rejected. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into that aspect. If y'all want to know what auto rejection is, go on my videos on TikTok, go on my videos on my YouTube. We're the visionaries. I'm gonna just give y'all a little snippet right quick. Auto rejection is when the other person does not when the other person does not believe that the interaction is going on. Like, basically what I'm saying is their dream came true. You know, they got a person that's like, they got a person that's a 10 out of 10, and you know, they can't believe it. So therefore, they're going to reject you simply because their dream came true and they feel like they're not worthy of it. That's auto rejection. I'm telling you the game. But I'm not going to talk about that in this video, because even with you knowing what auto rejection is, you still, I'm telling you, it happened to me today. It's still going to happen. So let me explain. You see, so earlier today, I seen this female, right? I seen this female, and basically, you know, I got rejected. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, man. I got rejected on some shit. And the point I'm trying to get across in this video is, you know, after she turned me down some shit. Matter of fact, because I was saying, like, you know, we should get to know each other more and shit like that. And basically, what she did was she did not respond. She didn't say I have a boyfriend. She didn't say no. She just, you know, like, because, you know, I'm working at my job and shit like that. So, you know, she had nothing to say, and she just walked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. So basically, you know, I'm perceiving that, you know, and it's not even just me perceiving that, but basically how it made me felt was, you know, felt like I got rejected on some shit. So the point I'm trying to get across, I'm gonna talk to y'all about the effects or the way that you feel after you get rejected. So let me explain. You see, most of the times when we get rejected, right, it's two things that's going to happen most of the times when we get rejected. The first one is basically what happened with me today was, you know, you're going to feel some type of way, aka you're going to feel butthurt. I'm just telling you what it is. That's number one. Number two is you're going to feel more confident after the rejection, because now you know that you know that you hold no limits when it comes to approaching women and shit like that. Those are the two ways you're going to feel after a rejection. So let me explain about the first one. This is what most people feel, and I'm telling you right now, this is the reason as to why people do not approach. People do not approach simply because, or should I say, the reason as to why people feel rejection is simply because they don't want their ego to get hurt, or they don't want their feelings to get hurt. They don't want their self-esteem to drop. I'm telling you what it is. Like with the example I used earlier. You know, this female, she rejected me today on some shit. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even say she had a boyfriend. She didn't even say no. She just walked off. I'm telling you what it is. And I felt some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. It sting. Real talk. I'm just telling you what it is. It really did sting, man. I ain't gonna sit back and cat to you, man. It hurt me for a good, like, 20 minutes or some shit like that. But then I had to come back in reality, because I know, like, you know, like I said, it only sting me for 20 minutes. But to the average person, it'll sting them for like the rest of their life on some shit. I'm telling you what it is. But the reason, as you see, so what I'm trying to say is I could easily make that person's opinion of me, you know what I'm saying? Or I can make that person's action, you know what I'm saying? I can make that affect me for the rest of my life or some shit. You know, I really could. But I had to come back in reality. You see, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I know, trust me, I know rejection sucks. Trust me, man. I know rejection makes you feel unworthy. Trust me, my G. I know. And trust me, none of us likes to get rejected. I'm telling you, the feeling that you get after rejection, man, it makes you feel hurt. You know, it's multiple studies about it. I'm just telling you what it is. That's how you're supposed to feel. You're going to get the emotional pain. It's going to make you feel like that so much to the point you're going to say, I would never approach a female ever again. Or even to the female side, I will never approach a man ever again. And this is why we are in the state that we are in right now. We are, I told you, we are living in the most sexualized time, but yet people are the most sexless. And people are the most sexless in real life. And people are getting into the fake digital lust digitally. Yeah, prawn. I'm just telling you what it is. But, you know, that's what's going on since people are so afraid. So, part I'm trying to get across, man, all it is I'm trying to say, man, I just want y'all to know. I know how it feels when you get rejected. It sucks. Trust me, none of us likes to get rejected. That feeling that you get, here you go. Let's say, especially if you're a person that got an ego, or especially if you're a person that, you know, that has some, you know, like, I don't know, some sort of sense worth or some shit like that, or self-worth or something like that. You know, you had the courage to put yourself out there, and then the person turned you down. I told you, you know, it's supposed to make you drop your self-esteem. I'm just telling you what it is. It's supposed to hurt your feelings. That's all I'm trying to get across. It's supposed to do that. But the point I'm trying to get across in this video is this. Like I just said, I know it sucks. Trust me, I know rejection sucks, and I know you feel like you don't want to ever do it ever again. Trust me, I know you probably feel like it's unattainable, but at the end of the day, what I'm trying to get across is you still got to do it. And let me explain why you still got to do it. To all the men out here and to females as well. Y'all, females, y'all, look, man, I'm going to get on the men's side first before I get on the females aspect. But to all the men out here, trust me, so let me speak on the men's side. Like I just said, I know rejection sucks. I know you don't want to put yourself out there because you're afraid of getting rejected. Trust me, I know. And like I said before, let's say you had the courage. Let's say you had the courage to do it. Let's say you had the courage to do it, and then somehow, some way, she turns you down. And now you feel like you don't want to ever do it again. I'm here to tell you right now, my G, you're still going to have to do it again. You're still going to have to do it again. If the other person, you know, not the person I'm talking about, if that first person turn you down, then go to the second person. The second person turn you down, go to the third person. The third person turn you down, go to the fourth person. Fourth person, you got to, the point I'm trying to get across is you got to keep on doing it. And let me explain to you why, to all the men watching this video. The reason as to why you still going to have to keep on approaching, whether you keep on getting rejected left and fucking right, the reason but the reason as to why you still got to do it is simply because it's two things. It's two things it is that I live by. Let me explain the first one. You see, there's something in us called sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. There's something in us called sexual energy. And basically all it is that I'm saying is, as long as you got your ding ding attached, then to all the men out here, I just want you to know, oh, best believe you're going to feel horny. I'm just telling you what it is. So the point I'm trying to get across is you're going to have women in your life. So what I'm saying is, like, since we talking about rejection in this bitch, here you go. You probably getting rejected left and right and stuff like that, right? You just getting rejected left and right, and you feel like now you're thinking to yourself, oh, women ain't shit. I know, trust me, man. Or I would, you know, the H word that rhymes with bait. Now you're doing that to women now. And you know, you really gonna now. Before I even get to that, so now you thinking woman ain't the S word, right? And this is why people go the MGT0W. I can't say the real world, but you know, replace the zero with the O. Yeah. But this is why some men go like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get to a point. You're gonna get tired of trying to get something popping when you can't get it popping. But point I'm trying to get across is this. As long as you got the S word that, well, might as well say it, I already said it earlier. But as long as you got sexual energy inside of you, my G, excuse me. As long as you got sexual energy inside of you, then you're gonna have to keep on doing it, whether you like to hear it or not. I'm sorry to tell you, man, because if you ain't getting the real thing, and I'm telling you, if you ain't getting the real thing, then you're gonna resort to the fake. And when you're resorting to the fake, whether you like to hear it or not, then guess what? You're still gonna you're still having women in your life. I'm just telling you what it is. May not be the real woman, but you're still gonna have women in your life. So the point I'm trying to get across, here you go. You claiming that you the H word that rhymes with bait. to women, or you claiming that you claiming that women ain't the S word, but yet here you go, you're still jacking off. And there's a tweet it is that I made. I forgot to say this in my one of my videos I just uploaded recently. I can't think about it right now, but the tweet it is that I said was this: you're jacking off to the same females. You're jacking off to the same type of females that will reject you in real life. Tell me, how low can you get? Honest, let me say this one more time, because we ain't thinking like this. You're jacking off to the same type of females that will reject you in real life. Point I'm trying to get across is, those females that rejecting you in real life, those type of females, they don't deserve you to, hey man, they don't deserve you to beat out to them. I'm telling you what it is. And it's men we don't be thinking about. I'm telling you, man, boy, I swear, man, y'all men caught up in an illusion. I caught on to this shit, but that's all it is I'm saying though, man. All it is I'm saying though is like, look, man, look, point I'm trying to get across is, man, at the end of the day, I don't care how many times you're getting rejected, my G. Real talk. You could get rejected 1 time, 2 times, 5 times, 800 times. You might get rejected for the rest of your life. I'm sorry to tell you. Look, man, these females are so insecure. And I'm telling you, for the average man, it's on the hardest difficulty. I'm sorry to tell you, my G. It just is what it is. Become the 1%. But point I'm trying to get across is, you probably could get rejected for the rest of your life with all the women it is that you want. I'm sorry to tell you on some shit, but the point I'm trying to get across is, at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to have women in your life. At the end of the day, you're still gonna have to have sexual energy. As long as you got sexual energy inside of you, then you're gonna have women in your life. Because, I'm gonna say it again. Let's say you try NoFap, right? Then you get high up on the days. Here you go. Your sexual energy is gonna do what? Your sexual energy is gonna tell you it's time for you to mate. So, point I'm trying to get across is, either you're gonna mate to the real thing, or either you're going to mate to the fake thing. And let me explain about the fake right quick. What happens when you beat off? What happens when you jack off? Your life start to suck. Your life, you start to become broke. You start to be unattractive. All type of badass, not badass, because you become a badass when you're a winner. I'm a badass, but all type of bad shit will happen if you keep on beating off, if you keep on jacking off, because you ain't supposed to do that. You're supposed to get the real thing. So let me go to the let me clear that up right quick. I got good luck in this bed. I gotta say that I'm driving right now. I got good luck. You know what I'm saying? I'm the luckiest spirit to ever exist. All right, now we good. Anyways, man, so back to what the fuck I was talking about though. Man. So this is the second thing. This is the second thing that I think about. This is the second thing it is that I think about when let's say if I start to let the feeling of rejection start to hurt me and shit like that. This is the second thing I think about. You see, and this one right here, oh, I just seen is that a Lamborghini? Yeah. But off topic. But anyways, man, so this right here, man, this right here is going to be a spiritual example when it comes to like dating. You see, let's see how I'm gonna word this out. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna say it. Okay, so this is, I had to think about it. Okay, so this is the second example it is that I'm gonna use some shit, and this is what helps. God damn, I can't get my word out. But this honestly helps me whenever I feel like I'm about to get butthurt after a rejection or something like that. So this is a spiritual example. Okay, so you see, we are in the game of existence. I ain't trying to go too deep out in this bitch, but I had to say it, fuck it. But we are honestly in the game of existence, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what it is. We are in the world of unknown. I'm just telling you what it is, man. All this shit is magical. But point I'm trying to get across is this. You see, there's something called the law of attraction. And basically what the law of attraction states is, likes attracts likes, or what you think about, you get what you receive. You get all, basically you attract what it is that you do on a daily basis and shit like that, or how you live your life. So that's the point I'm trying to get across. So excuse me, but point I'm trying to get across is this, man. So point I'm trying to get across is the type of life it is that you got. So let's say this. let's say in this current life form that you are in, right? This current life form that you are in, let's say you had a past life or some shit like that, right? Let's say you had a past life, and let's say the experiences it is that you are having now is all because of what happened in your past life experiences. Or, it's not even just with past life, but it could also be from like, before, let's say you're in the process of becoming the best version of yourself like that, right? So, so basically, you had like in this current life form that you're in right now, you had past habits, you know what I'm saying? You had like past friends, or, basically, you had a past. So point I'm trying to get across is your past is the reason why you are in your current position. So let me explain. So what I'm saying is, if you are a person that's unsuccessful in dating right now, and this is why I don't get butthurt after a rejection, because the reason as to why I don't get butthurt after a rejection is simply because I got to be successful in dating. I got to be successful with women. I got to be, because if you're not successful in dating, if you're not successful with women, then what's going to happen is you're going to keep reliving this and reliving this and reliving this. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you the game. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to clarify the best way that I can. Like, just think about it like this, man. I'm gonna say this again. Let's say you had a past life, and let's say the current life it is that you're living right now is all because of your past life. So I'm using a dating example, right? So let's say you're a person that's struggling trying to get women, right? You feel me? And females, I can look at y'all in too. Let's say you just suck in dating. Point I'm trying to get across is, how about if you sucked in dating from your past and it caught up with you in this present? You see what I'm saying? And that's the point I'm trying to get across. So what I'm saying is, for your next life or some shit like that, or for the future, like in this current life form, for your future or some shit like that, right? Basically what I'm saying is, you have, like I just said, you have to become successful in dating. Because if you do not become successful in dating, then you're going to keep on being unsuccessful in dating. You're going to keep on losing in dating. And it's a reason as to why you're losing. And that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say, man. So that's why I don't get butthurt after I get rejected. That's like real talk, man. I'm just telling you what it is. I could get rejected 50 times, 800 times. I could get rejected for the rest of my life. But at the end of the day, I still got to try. And the reason for it being is because you got to be successful in dating, my G. There's no other way around it. Like I said with the first example, as long as you got sexual energy, as long as your ding is attached, then you're going to have to be successful in dating. And like I said with this one, as long as you keep on experiencing, and like I was just talking about, life is basically about experiences. So, if you're experiencing that you suck in dating, then what do you think is going to happen with you in the future? I'm just telling you what it is. And, that's the point it is that I'm trying to get across. That's honestly all it is I'm trying to say, you feel me? So, but I think I said everything on the men's side and shit like that, man. On the female side, it's basically the same thing. It's really, honestly, I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you, all of us are afraid of rejection. I'm telling you what it is, real talk. 99.9% of people are afraid. It's not the rejection that you fear, but what it is that you fear is you're afraid of getting your feelings hurt. I'm telling you what it is. It's not the rejection that you, look, man, think about it like this. I'm about to tell you, rejection is an illusion. If you had the infinite abundance of the ideal partners it is that you want in real life, and let's say you had so many ideal partners, right? And let's say you ran into someone and some shit like that, right? And basically they turn you down. Point I'm trying to get across is, if you had the infinite abundance, you would not feel butthurt. I'm telling you what it is. But the only reason why you're feeling butthurt is simply because it's not the rejection, but it's the way that you feel after you getting rejected. It's making your feelings hurt. It's dropping your self-esteem. It's making you lose. It's making, here you go. Let's say here you go. You imagining yourself, let's say, because I know this is what most people do and shit like that. They imagining their crush and shit. In real talk, they just daydreaming about their crush, living the best life. They dating their crush and stuff like that. And then let's say they try to get their crush in real life or some shit like that, right? And basically she turned them down, or he turned her down. And then the person that was daydreaming the whole entire time about their crush and stuff like that, now they're going to get their, now they're going to, it's not the rejection that they're feeling hurt about, but it's their feelings, because they was expecting a different outcome. See, this is why I don't live in my mind. This is also another thing. This is honestly as to why I don't live in my mind, my G. I'm telling you what it is. I do not live in my mind. Look, I live the dream in real life. I'm telling you what it is. I do not live out my dreams in my mind. I do not daydream. I do not imagine. My name is Young Visionary out in this bitch, but I do not visualize no more. I used to. Visualization really does help you in your life and shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's not real. I live the dream in real life. And that's all it is I'm trying to say. Live your dreams in real life, my G. If there's a female it is that you want to get, then get her in real life. That's why I came up with the example earlier. When you beating off to a female that rejects you in real life. Man, come on, man. How low can you get? Get her in real life. I don't care how many times you got to try. Look, G, I'm telling you what it is. Live your dreams in real life on some shit, my G. That's all it is I'm trying to say. I live every single thing in reality on some shit. But that's all it is I'm trying to say in this video, though, man. So, you know, because I'm gonna sum this video up, man. This is my last time speaking about it. So like I said, man, I know how it feels to get rejected. Rejection sucks. Trust me, my G. I'm telling you what it is. There's something called auto rejection, but I made a video about auto rejection. Y'all can feel free to check that video out. But it's not even just about auto rejection though, because you can still be going through auto rejection and you can still get rejected. Point I'm trying to get across is rejection is supposed to hurt your self-esteem. Rejection is supposed to hurt your feelings. Rejection is supposed to hurt your ego. Rejection is supposed to do those things, and that's why you feel the way that you feel after you get rejected. And that's the reason as to why people do not want to approach the people it is that they want. But I'm here to tell you now. Like I said, I know it sucks, but at the end of the day, you still got to keep on doing it. And the reason as to why you still got to keep on doing it is these two reasons right here. One, we all got sexual energy. As long as you got sexual energy, then you're going to be sexually attracted to the opposite gender. I'm just telling you what it is. So, you know, whether you start to claim, oh, men ain't or women ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know, or you start to say, oh, I'ma just be asexual. At the end of the day, you still got sexual energy inside of you. So I'm telling you what it is. Look, and this is why people resort to digital lust. I told you, we are living in the most sexualized time, but yet people are the most sexless simply because they're resorting to the digital world. I'm telling you what it is, man. And like all it is I'm trying to say when it comes to that, man, live every single thing in real life. And like I said, I'm gonna say this one last time. You're jacking off to the same type of people that will reject you in real life. On the female side, you're playing with yourself to the same type of people that will reject you in real life. What the fuck? Or you fantasizing about them, daydreaming about them? No, I'm not doing that, my G. I'm living the dream in real life. I'm getting the girls it is that I want in real life. You got me fucked up thinking I'm a daydream and beat off. Please, after they reject me on some shit, no. I'm telling you what it is. But second thing is like I said, the spiritual example. You know, like I said before, life is based on experiences. It's called the law of attraction. So let's say the experiences that you're having right now is simply because of your past experiences. So all it is that I'm saying is, if your past experiences is the reason as to why you're in your current position right now. So if you're struggling in dating or some shit like that, right? If you're struggling in dating or something like that, then you know your past is the reason as to why you're struggling. And all it is that I'm trying to say is, you know, if you don't want to keep on struggling in your future, then what it is that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do what the fuck it is that you have to do in your present moment. That's all I'm saying. And like I said before, trust me, man, I know rejection sucks. At the end of the day, you still got to do it. I know you don't like to get hurt after getting rejected, or, you know, it's not even just rejection or anything like that. You could be with cheating, all type of shit, but I'm speaking about rejection specifically. But at the end of the day, you still got to do it, my G. And so, but that's all it is I'm trying to say, man. Real talk, man. That's all it is I'm trying to say. So, but yeah, I think I got my point across, man. So if you like this video on some shit, stay tuned for some more videos, and we out. Peace up.